fight to the death over dwindling resources, or cooperate with your rivals to escape a doomed sector. Defend a highly fortified homeworld from endless hordes of alien invaders, where defeat is inevitable but glory awaits those who survive longest. Subvert the cultural hegemony of your enemies and indoctrinate their populations to dominate the galaxy. Discover all this and more in Paths to Power, the first DLC for Sins of a Solar Empire 2. In this video, we'll show an overview of the new features added in this new DLC, focusing on several of the exciting new scenarios it adds to the game. Following this will be a video covering all new content and updated gameplay features added in version 1.4, titled Total Subjugation. This feature-packed update accompanies the release of Paths to Power, and will be available for free to all owners of Sins of a Solar Empire 2. The path to power is paved with a series of deadly challenges, epic trials of might to test your capabilities as a commander of the TEC, Visari and Advent. While the standard Sins of a Solar Empire 2 game has many maps, difficulty settings and options to vary the challenge from game to game, with Paths to Power we really wanted to switch things up and create new and challenging situations that aren't possible in the base game. These scenarios have been carefully designed to provide a new set of unique gameplay experiences that can be replayed over and over. Whether you're defending your homeworld from a relentless assault by endless marauding hordes, witnessing the breakdown of the TEC's centuries-old alliance, searching the galaxy for ancient relics, or surviving a large-scale invasion by several well-equipped Visari Exodus fleets, Paths to Power provides many hours of satisfying single-player gameplay. Let's take a closer look at some of the scenarios on offer in Paths to Power. The Superpowers scenario sets you as the Emperor of a large underdeveloped territory, pitted head-to-head against a deadly foe on the other side of the map. This rapid action scenario throws you straight into a direct conflict with no hope of respite or aid from allies. In return, the research tree is almost entirely unlocked, and a formidable fleet of powerful ships headed by your faction's unique titan await your command. You'll need to consider which planets are safe to develop infrastructure on, and which are likely to become battlegrounds as this deadly conflict quickly escalates. Do you take your starting force and make a quick strike against a vulnerable target? Perhaps hoping to split your enemy's starting fleet and defeat in detail? Or do you order it to defend your borders and instead work on your economy, raiding where the enemy is weak and avoiding him where he is strong, waiting for the correct time to marshal all your forces in a decisive strike? This fast-paced scenario is unique in providing a powerful force projection to help achieve early game objectives, without the need to worry about research or colonization, letting you get straight into the fun of a rapidly escalating war. In Spearhead, you'll lead a TEC expansionary force into new territory, with the aim to contest and eliminate a well-established Advent Wrath Empire in an adjacent star system. The Advent are well dug in, with a large economy and no other rivals in the sector, while you start out with just a single homeworld colony. You'll have little time to liberate and settle new worlds before the Advent bring the war to you, and you must be ready for them. If you move too slowly, you may find yourself on the receiving end of a preemptive attack from a Wrath strike force, who understand that the best defense is a strong offense, and will not hold back. Breaking through into your enemy's territory and quickly working to establish a beachhead there will require rapid decision making, an iron will, and all the strategic ingenuity you can muster. Feint, riposte, and manoeuvre are all required tactical skills if you wish to bring down such a large and well-organised opposition. This asymmetric start scenario will suit players seeking a difficult challenge where the odds are stacked against them, requiring careful and focused play to win the day. Paths to Power brings a whole new dimension to Sins of a Solar Empire 2, with Defend the Homeworld. As Pranist United, the creator of the TEC's mighty Argonev star-based technology and bona fide masters of defensive space combat tactics, you must survive wave after wave of attacks from invaders, intent on crushing your fortifications and plundering your precious technological know-how. This unique scenario cannot be won. Instead, you must hold out and survive as long as you can until you are finally defeated. On your demise, the time taken for your homeworld to fall is recorded, allowing you to compete with yourself, your friends, and the greater Sins of a Solar Empire 2 community for the highest score. This map provides plenty of room for manoeuvre, with a short break between each wave allowing you time to rebuild and refit defensive fleets, build your economy, and research much needed technological advances. But make no mistake, eventually Pranist United will fall, and whether they go out with a mighty bang or a pathetic fizzle is up to you. With the accompanying Total Subjugation update bringing back a revised and improved population mechanic from Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, coupled with our recent rework of the Advent's Unity ability system, Paths to Power includes an exciting scenario to highlight these new features and provide a meaty challenge for Advent players to get their teeth into. In Conversion, pick either the Advent Wrath or the Advent Reborn, each bringing their own unique Unity abilities and special unit selection, and then take on 6 other computer players in a battle for dominance with a twist. Your sole victory condition is to convert 70% of the population of the map over to your dominant culture, whether by hook or by crook. The spreading of culture is a powerful mechanic in Sins of a Solar Empire 2, bringing a number of benefits to your game as more population adheres to your way of thinking, and an aggressive culture push strategy will be necessary to win. Building Temples of Communion is just one way to spread culture, however, and there are other, less peaceful ways to meet that 70% population threshold. This large multi-star map will generate differently each time you play it. With the Advent's rather large toolset, finding new and unique strategies to convert the sector over to the will of the Unity will be a most transcendent experience for you. In Clash of the Titans, the Eluxian Resurgence rise once more and establish themselves as a formidable power in the star system. You and 5 rivals, each armed with a mighty titan, race one another to quickly colonise and establish your own dominion, with the aim to be the first to conquer Eluxia itself. With a relatively small number of potential colonies to integrate into your empire, and 3 other minor factions occupying key locations, you'll need to move quickly and carefully if you're to navigate your way to Eluxia, with a force strong enough to defeat the Eluxians and capture it before someone else does. Taking out one of your neighbours in a decisive and quickly won war early on could give you a huge resource advantage, allowing the construction of a mighty fleet large and powerful enough to accomplish your mission. But the consequences of being bogged down in a long and drawn out conflict are unthinkable, with other factions moving quickly to consolidate their own position and inch their way towards Eluxia while you are occupied with your ill-fated invasion. Others may cooperate with one another temporarily to overcome a mutual adversary, and this scenario encourages and rewards canny diplomacy to further your own goals. Expect epic treachery and backstabbing as you close in on your target. In All As One, communications with various colonies in the sector is suddenly cut one by one. The Visari Alliance are all too familiar with this dreadful situation, and it appears that their past may have caught up with them at long last. To escape whatever is causing these planets to go dark, you must muster a huge stockpile of resources, enough to equip the Visari fleets for a flight that might last centuries. With 7 other empires scrambling to make sense of the situation themselves, conflict and turmoil erupts once more, making this task of epic-scale resource acquisition a difficult proposition indeed. As the scenario progresses, the planets in the sector will be steadily consumed one at a time, and with less resources to go around with each planet lost, the urgency of the situation increases dramatically. The Visari Alliance are no strangers to dealings with the other races in the galaxy, and you'll need to bring your best diplomats to the table if you are to secure your borders long enough to find all you need before the end finally comes. And if these desperate fools are not willing to treat with you, they must be pacified with military force, because nothing will come between the Visari and their escape from the unknown horrors that bite at their heels. We didn't have time to cover every scenario available in Paths to Power, but a full listing with a short description for each can be found on the DLC's official Steam store page. Several of Paths to Power's scenarios are built to take advantage of some new, improved and returning features from Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion as part of a free update launching alongside the release of the DLC. We'll be covering those features from the Total Subjugation update in an upcoming video. Now, take that Path to Power